You just let them write on your back, and they're going to write down the good quality that they have once you get around to everybody. Everybody has a pen? I can guess who put that on. I got a good idea. I know who put that one down. That's good. I have leadership and encouraging, determined, motivated, dependable, wise, faithful, strong, courageous. And the one I had for me was optimistic. The reason I choose optimistic because I don't see a situation that I can't turn around. And as a leader, that's how you have to be sometimes. You can walk into a situation that it can be one of those things where everything's discombobulated, there's no hope there, but you have to be optimistic sometimes because that's really where your faith comes into play. Optimistic that it can turn around with the help of God. You can walk in there, it won't get done. Seems like nobody won't check. My faith says, yes, it will. And that's when you start putting your church synergy together, when you start hearing different ones from different people about how they feel about you. Because sometimes, you have that question. How do these people really feel about me? What do they think about me as a leader? How do my people look at me? Do they see me as somebody that they'll follow? Are they pulling the wool over my head? So a lot of times, that's what I want to talk about today is about team building, developing as a leader, and working together. And these are different things that you'll see that happens, in leadership. And I love how Bishop just brought it out about the pain. You're going to deal with some stuff as a leader. You're going to have some strong working together with your team. That's synergy. How do I get people to do what I need them to do? Am I able to, and it's back to what Bishop was talking about earlier, am I able to influence that person well enough to get them to accomplish a job without me having to worry about if it's going to get done? So that's what we need. That's always the thing with leadership. It's always the thing with working in ministry. You deal with having to put people into a position, get them to perform a task, and do it out in effective and do it with the spirit of excellence without putting the dollar in their hand. And that's the truth of the matter. I mean, none of us are paid for this. We always hear about it. Everybody has paper. Everybody's good. All right, so start making yourself a way around. I'm going to keep talking while you're doing it. And put down their quality, just one quality. Now, if they put down the quality that you're going to put for that person, you got to put something else. So somebody else might have put, oh, you're faithful. Okay, I can't use faithful now. I can't use something that's already on their back. Start making your way around. here's the other thing, because here's, I deal in the business world, the public administration. I deal with that all the time. And so there are certain things that I have to do. I have to go out and greet people. I have to go meet people. I have to deal with people. I have to get people to give me money for free. Because if I don't, we don't have a budget in certain things to do certain things. It's all based off that. So I think God has already prepared me working in ministry to be able to go out and persuade God. I really need y'all to give me this because I don't know how, I put it on them. But, you got to understand, God has gifted you in the area that you're in. Now you got to pull the sum together to get that power. I like that. I never thought about the power, but it's something that I can work with that. Because the power that you can pull, if I got First Lady, Sister Tara, Sister Tina, working a project together, I know I got some pretty good people doing some stuff. But if I'm in the wrong place, then it's no matter how good we could be, we won't be because I'm not in the right spot. So that's what I got to look around people and say, and I tell people this all the time. I say, if you're not happy where you are, please tell me. Because the worst thing we can do is be in a position and not be happy. Because you won't be effective. You won't come on time. You won't give it your all. And you definitely won't be motivated to do anything. It'll be a lackadaisical type thing. So what we're going to do is, through this here, scriptures and going through this lesson here, we want to talk about realistic goals. But once I come up with these realistic goals, how do I present it to my people? Now, we live in a technology age. And one of the biggest things we deal with is emails, texts, Facebook, and the social networking as a whole. And what we've gotten away from is talking one-on-one, face-to-face. We've gotten away from making a phone call and actually talking to a person. Now, this is something I just was learning, and when I went to my last leadership class, he said, if you really want to maximize your people, spend time having small conversations individually with that person. Don't text it to them. Don't text it to them. Don't send them something on Facebook. Don't email it to them. Don't email how you doing. Walk up to them and say, how you doing today? It's going to take you a few extra minutes because you're going to need a response. But he said, the writer was going on to say, he was saying that you'll get a greater response from that person because you're spending the individual time to encourage that person. You're spending the time. You're building a relationship. You're building a relationship. And that's what we've gotten away from, building relationships. We're just handing out stuff. We're doing stuff. So what I've been trying to do, I've been trying to spend more time actually talking to folks. Don't give people stuff that you just don't want to do. Oh, go clean that bathroom this week. I want you to take care of the bathrooms this week. Give them meaningful assignments. Hey, can you make sure all of the packages are set in place? All of the visitors' packages are in place and they got all the stuff that they need in. Can you help me right there? Give them something that you know is meaningful because this is something that Bishop wants us to do well. So please make sure this is top notch. Give them something that you know is valuable. Don't give them busy work. Give them stuff that you would normally do, to make sure it's done properly. Because I find out when you give people something that's meaningful, they're going to say, oh, well, he must think I'm capable. Yeah, he must like me being in this position because he's giving me something that, normally the leader does, but he's giving it to me to do. So give people something meaningful to do. And in ministry, that is so important that they know that their value is more than just them just being there. Their value goes beyond it. Without them, it makes a difference. Yeah, the show must go on. But without you, it's a difference. Let people know they are valued. They are important. And it's so important that we understand as we develop in these different areas we're just talking about, when you go back over your list tonight, I want you to really look at it. Am I maximizing all of these attributes or different characteristics that I have that people see in me? Am I maximizing them? Am I maximizing being a wise leader? Am I maximizing being a strong and a courageous person? Am I maximizing being a motivator? Am I maximizing being a dependable person. So go back and look over those things and see if you are really maximizing those things to benefit your group, your ministry. It's so important. And as you do these things, as you create the synergy with your group, watch even the time gets better. You know, because people be on time because they're looking forward to being here. They're looking forward to being a part of that ministry. And what happens is it creates the overall leader. It gives them a sense of assurance that the people we have in place are accomplishing the things that needs to be accomplished. It gives them an assurance to know that the person I got over this group, they're going to accomplish what they have to do. I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to be there to support them, but I know they're going to carry out the work that's been set before them. So it's so important that we understand that as leaders, you got to build your team up, communicate with them, appreciate them, give them meaningful tasks. You got to help develop them. You got to pull out whatever characteristics or whatever abilities they have and make them. You got to help them perfect them. Like even with my wife, I tell her sometimes she's a great leader when it comes to certain things, but sometimes she downplays herself. And I have to encourage her to say, stay strong. No, don't step back, step forward in this area. You got to pull the best out of those that are working with you. Because when you do those things, not only does it help you, but it brings together that sum that is greater than the parts alone. I would have got it done, it just would have took me longer, more time consuming, more stress.